down, it's extremely bright. Like you can pick it up big time.
Hey everybody, it's Raw Hog here. Thanks for stopping by. Today we're taking a look at the Cylee Optics Red Dot. It's a reflex sight. We've already got this one mounted. You might be asking yourself, why do I need a red dot on a pistol? Because all the cool kids are doing it. Everybody's doing it, you know? So I thought I'd give it a try. It's a new venture for me, so we'll go on this journey together as far as mounting and all that good stuff. You also might be asking yourself, didn't that guy wear the exact same outfit in the last video? I sure did. I've got a limited wardrobe, so if you've got a problem with it, just go down and subscribe, like, comment, all those good things. So, we're going to get going on this. We're putting this on a Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 10 millimeter. So, using the core mounting system from Smith & Wesson is how we mounted this. They sent this to us. So, full disclosure, they sent this to us, and we're going to check it out and see if it can do some banging, see if it can handle the recoil and banging of a 10 millimeter. So, kind of looking forward to get that going. Other than that, like I said, red dots out there, you're looking at, the sky's the limit, but you're looking at $400, $300, some are $250. These, I believe, are around the $100 range, give or take. We'll double check that. But, if you're getting into red dots, some people have stigmatisms and it doesn't work for them. And, I'd rather try it on a little bit cheaper red dot versus, I'm going to go spend $500 on a red dot and then it's not my cup of tea. So, but anyways, from my understanding, these are quality, they feel good, and we're going to take a look at them, talk about them, show you what's in the box, and then, of course, we're going to do some shooting, and a lot of it. All right, well, there's the optic already mounted, but let's take a look at what's in the box from Cylee Optics. Of course, you get your information here. There's the owner, Sean. Dealt with him a little bit. Customer service seems to be good. There is their website. You can follow them on Facebook and things like that. We'll go over that, but what's in the box? Of course, you get your the Calf 2, Calf V2. There it is. You have your windage adjustment. Batteries on top, that's nice. So you don't have to take it out or anything like that. And there is the optic. The optic feels really well. Obviously, it feels good and sturdy. Doesn't feel anything cheap, anything like that. Now, on these M&Ps, the 10 millimeter has raised up sights. And they have sights where you can co-witness through this as well, but you can't see those with the M&P, the 10 millimeter anyways, because they have such raised sights. So. But there is that very nice feeling optic, and we'll run it through. Let's see if we can see the red. Of course, it does it. Kind of looks a little weird, through there, but so some of the features. It is a shake awake. So you've got 5 minutes. If it doesn't feel any movement in 5 minutes, if anything happens, we'll demonstrate that. But the light comes back on. So inside the box, you have your tools. In a little bag, you have your lens cloth, silica patch. You have, this is what I like about, they are detailed about all their stuff, all the information in here in your manual, and all the screws, they're detailed to the specs, so that's kind of nice, and they all have Loctite on them, so another plus is covering all that. It also comes with an extra battery, so that is extremely nice. So. And again, as if you can see here, that's where the battery is. You can pull the battery out. A lot of them, not a lot of them, but some of them you have to take it off to change the battery, which would be an absolute nightmare. So again, just to give you another look, which we'll get up on it. Do not worry. So that's pretty much it. You have a lot of details about how to mount it. So the next thing we're going to do, did the other video, but I'll show you how we mounted it to this. We'll put the video up and we'll do that right now. Okay, something else we forgot to mention was this comes with it on the bottom. It's placed, when you open the box, it's attached to the bottom. This is basically just a Picatinny mount. It's a mount it's mounted to go on a mount, to mount it on like a pick rail or weaver rail is what they say. So for pistol cut, to expose that footprint, you just had to take out the screws and expose the bottom. Pretty simple, but you know, something like this could be used at a 45 degree on an AR, something like that, which is what we will look at as well. But, okay, so we just used this to sight it in. We just rested that on there to get it steady. So these are pretty handy. We'll leave a link down below. If you want to come in here and look at it, and of course, get real close, and there's the sodders here, but you've got elevation and windage. Get in there and see those. That's what it is. That's how you adjust it. So anyways, Cylee recommends, you know, doing it 25 yards. We actually started at 10 just to kind of see, and then push it out to 25. So we're pretty close right now, but I don't know if you can see that red dot in there. Of course, daytime, it's a little different, but we'll do it again. We'll do it again. But ready? Let's see if we can hit some of these. It's a little bit different. We'll try to take your time. See if we can hit. Here. Yeah. So I do that again. All right, we got it zoomed in down there. Let's see if I can hit this thing. Again, man, I am roasting. Oh, of course, rushed it. There you go. Finally screwed up. But anyways, let me get out of this. Boom. That's about 100 yards right there. So, I don't know, it's hit it pretty consistently. I don't know if you can see it on the video, but anyways, wow, that's warm. But, you know, a little bit of practice, I mean, with any red dot, but, I mean, this thing is continues to impress, so we're going to keep shooting. Okay, real quick, here is the brightness. It's on its brightest level. There's that, and then there's the dimmer. Once it's set, after 5 minutes, it will shut off. So, and by the way, I did hit the rubber dummy there and there, not a tight group, but you can see it's on in the shade here. You can see the red dot, but the sun just, you know, drowns it out. So, I mean, I can see it with my eye, but the camera won't pick it up for some reason. There it is. Yeah, actually, there it is. See it right there? Just barely. There it is. If you can see that, but you can see with the eye, and pretty reasonable too. But you know, and then when it gets inside, it's extremely bright, and you may need to even dim it down some. Also, you know, of course, when the sun goes in, we're in direct sunlight and it is broiling. So, but anyways, just wanted you to see that, and then, of course, need to work on some practice. Okay, that's on the brightest setting, so the sun's starting to go down. It's extremely bright. Like, you can pick it up big time. So just so you know, and that's the brightest. It's almost too bright when it starts to get low light. So we're going to be shooting some SIG V crowns, trying to tear up some vegetables. I put in this. There we go. Man, there it is. Like I said, this thing is definitely starting to grow on me, man. Like, it's hard to get used to because I've never shot a red dot on a pistol before, so it's not as easy, you know. It's, oh, throw a red dot on there, you're good to go. I mean, you still have to aim, and it takes a little bit to get used to. But that being said, we need to go in and do our final thoughts if you can handle it. Anyways, that is it on the red dot, the Cylee, the Calf V2 reflex sight. Very nice sight. We're in the early stages, of course. I was going to say, sighting it in, this is what we use. We use the Caldwell to sight it in. We was able to just rest it on here. Of course, we don't have much room here, but we had a table, just laid it in there and put your elbows down, and was able to keep it extremely steady to sight it in. So once you got that done, it was pretty accurate. It's just, it takes some getting used to. It's like anything. You just don't throw it on there. Oh, red dot, you're good to go. You still have to practice and work. It does seem busy. The dot seems busy in there. You just got to work on your grip and all that stuff. It just takes a little practice. As you saw there, I was hitting some things low, wasn't hitting it just, like normal. But it just takes some getting used to. This is my first red dot on a pistol, using it, and I was kind of pretty excited about it. So, and it did really well. We had just under 300 rounds, 200, so whatever it was, just under 200 rounds, or under 300 rounds, I should say. And it did really well, sighting it in and all that stuff. Pretty impressed with it. It feels good. Oh, I was going to say, and I think I mentioned this before, but it has a co-witness. It has two sights here to co-witness with your front. However, with these M&P, the 10 millimeters at least, they have these raised up sights. So it kind of negates that. But that's a nice little feature if you can see that. So that's pretty neat. But other than that, it's packed with features. The shake awake, you got 5 minutes, and then it just shuts off any movement, pops back on, so it's great. In the daytime, I mean, the sun was beating down on us. So, you could see with your eyes, you could see the dot, but the camera wasn't picking it up. It wasn't really doing it justice. It's a lot better than what the camera shows. So during the daytime, it's excellent. And then even like when it starts to, even inside with lights on, it's even better. And then when the sun starts to go a little bit, a little shade or goes the other way, it's just like, it's almost too bright. So you can adjust that, like I said in the video, here, down on this side, and up here. So there it is. Other than that, right around the ballpark of $100, I think just under 100. It's hard to argue. So, and again, we're in the early stages. This is going to be the optic on this gun. We're going to shoot it, and we'll do a volume 2 and come back and let you know how it's doing. Of course, if there's any malfunctions, for sure. But pretty impressed with Cylee Optics so far. Seems like a real high quality red dot and performed good. I just need a little bit of practice with it, and we'll see how it works out long term. So anyways, I hope you got something out of this video. If you got any questions, comments, like, subscribe, anything like that, go ahead and do those things and then leave comments down below. I'll try to answer them or find out for you. So anyways, until next time, you know how you like your reviews. You like them raw.